Good afternoon, and thank you guys for tuning in to Heavenly Cynt, People You Should Know. As you guys know, my name is Cynthia, last name Manuel. I am the CEO of Heavenly Cynt Youth Organization, mentoring program, violence prevention, and where we expose kids to different. And one may say, what does that mean? So we do all sports, basketball, football, tennis. You guys see my tennis shirt. I just got certified to be a tennis instructor. We do equine. I've got partnerships with a lot of individuals that own their own farm animals, and so that's been totally awesome to be able to expose, our inner city kids to that type of lifestyle. Let's see what else. We do, I've been grateful to take the kids to the Bulls game. Took 25 kids to the Bulls game. Kelly Acoustic Foundation. I took 25 kids to a soccer game. We got front row seats. They paid for the food. They sent us black trucks. We got went in the tunnel, met some of the players. We got an autograph jersey from Kellen Acoustic. I think that's his name. So pardon me if I'm not saying his name right, but he is a soccer player, and he's been extremely a blessing for exposing our youth and everything in between. And so just picked up a partnership with the Black Hawks, so I'm excited about that because our kids have never been to a Black Hawks game. And so all these things that I'm talking about, you guys can go to my website or Facebook page, Instagram page is all the same, Heavenly Cynt Youth Organization. I think we got the zoo. Yep, I'm taking 50 kids to Brookfield Zoo this Saturday. Nope, the 19th. Taking 50 kids to the Brookfield Zoo this Saturday. And so, yeah, I'm excited about all the things that we've gotten. And so with that being said, as you guys know, I always bring in people that I think you guys should know, people that are heavily involved with youth. And so this guy sitting to my right, my right is no stranger to me. He's been supporting me. He's honored me. Actually just gave me a plaque less than a month ago for the works that I've been doing, so I'm very grateful. And what I like about Mr. Daniels is, in his program, his base is international. Like, you can go to one of his events and you'll see kids of all races, and I think that is so cool to be able to bridge that gap with different nationalities and the kids out there, and not just nationalities. It's girls. It's co-ed. So you got girls playing, you got boys playing, and so it's just so cool to be in that space. And so with that being said, I want to introduce you guys to Mr. Daniels.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? My name is Larry Daniels. My organization is called Who Party, Off the Court Basketball Organization, where I host basketball events all over the city and suburbs. Again, it's a platform to let every kid, no matter what the race or background is, to showcase their God-gifted talent. And coming up, we got a big event, our 10th annual CPD St. Sabrina Thanksgiving Shootout. It'll be November 28th and November 29th. November 28th will be all girls from kindergarten through 8th grade playing. On the 29th, it'll be all boys from kindergarten to 8th grade. So we got some very talented young kids that be in the gym both days, from the girls' side as well as the boys' side. The location will be at St. Sabrina the Art, 7800 South Racine, Chicago, Illinois, 60621. Father Michael Flavor to be in the building, as well as CPD both days. Not just for the reasons that people might think and they there for to bridge the gap with the community and show the community that all police ain't bad.
Oh yeah, I'm glad he said that. So yeah, I forgot to add that. And so also at his events, I mean, he's got the police, he's got the firemen. I mean, he's got all different type of Chicago municipalities, and so that's so cool to be in a place where you got kids of all races. You got police, and they're there playing. You know, they're there giving the kids high fives. Sometimes they reffing. Sometimes they're the coaches, and so it's just a great community engagement. Like, and then the fact that he's bringing kids from all different nationalities to a predominantly black neighborhood. Is that Inglewood?
No, that's Auburn Gresham.
Auburn Gresham. So predominantly, safe to say, all African Americans, and so these kids know that they come into a safe establishment. They know that the police are heavily present. So ain't no drama. The kids are having a good time. He's honoring people, and it's like, it's if you've never been there, stop in and just see, the fun that's taking place. He's honoring people just randomly. Who's the last person you honored besides me?
Michelle, a lady named Michelle. She used to be an ex-CPD officer. Now she's taking in foster kids. So it's my motto is give everybody their flowers while they're alive, because when they dead and gone, they don't know what's going on at the funeral. Everybody come to the funeral now just like it's a family reunion, and it's sad. But if people doing great work, give them their flowers while they're alive. That's all I can tell people.
I've seen him honor what's the girl name? Preston last name? Ariana Preston. I've seen him honor her. Her parents was there to receive the award. I've seen Tally. What's Tally's position?
Yolanda. She's the first African American, first deputy superintendent. So yeah, that's my girl.
And she's in the building. I mean, I can go on and on about the caliber of people that that come in and take part. For these type of people, and let's say he's not the police, right? And so for these type of bigwigs is what I call them, to come in an establishment and to support says a lot about what he's doing, because I've been to places where police was having events and I see, a lot of these commanders and chiefs and so on and so forth in the space. So, and then also you had an event over at the headquarters, right?
Yeah, I do an annual basketball event at the police headquarters training academy every year. So I will be back in there again. Why everybody asking, how do I get in there? When you're doing great work, it speaks for itself.
Because I've had people ask me, Larry, how you get in? And I'm like, these police asking me, like, how you get in? I'm like, y'all got to ask them that. You know what I'm saying? So, because they don't have access to, these buildings that they work in. So, again, it just says, not being braggadocious on him, but it just says that, it just shows the impact that he has on his community. Because when you do right, people want to follow you of all walks of life. So with that being said, Larry, how long have you been doing this and how did you get started?
I started, it's been 10 years.
Wow.
I started I was born and raised in Inglewood. Only doing it 2 days a week on 6th and Aberdeen. It's a basketball court outdoors. So I only was doing it on Saturday and summer, only in the summertime. Again, like I say, when you're doing a great work, it speaks for itself. And eventually, one day in the summertime, I got a call from Father Michael Favor. From Father Mike, he called me and said, "Hey, Larry, I need to talk to you. Is you available to meet on a Monday?" I said, yes. When I went to meet with him on a Monday, we sat down. He saw my work, and that's when the doors opened from God as well as himself. For St. Sabina. That's what made me start hosting a lot of basketball events at St. Sabina with the support of Father Mike. He the only real preacher I know doing the work, honestly. That man, he do the work. He boots on the ground, honestly, man. A lot of these preachers out here just want to hear themselves talk, but I support Father Mike like he support me, because he truly is for the community, and that hands down. He ain't our skin color. He do more for the black community than the average preacher that's black. So you make it make sense though. But that's who y'all follow. I don't knock y'all, but I support the man like he support me.
That's awesome. And so, how do you go about getting kids to sign up? Is it what, after school programs? Is it schools? Like, what type of caliber kids are you?
Honestly, I love it when there's kids in school, because I get more schools to sign their teams up.
Wow.
AAU cool, but I love when the schools in, because now you're dealing with schools from all over that want to play. I got one of the top South suburban schools will be playing Thanksgiving, Perry Hills.
Oh, wow.
I got 2 of the top schools in Chicago, Skinner West, Beasley. I got the top AAU program in Blueprint. They'll be playing. I got one of the another top Chicago Demons will be playing that weekend. I got another top program, Shot Prep. So I got Kenwood Grammar School playing, Ariel. I got all the top grammar schools and all the top AAU programs be playing Thanksgiving weekend. And it's going to be a nice event. The winners will get rings. It's just to let all the kids showcase their God-gifted talent.
And I think Larry's program was the first program that I went to, like you said, to actually give kids rings. And so to just see the kids, full of excitement, to get rings, to get trophies, it's a whole different level. And it's no secret why the kids want to come out. I mean, they got food, they got DJ, they got entertainment. And like he just said, he got some of the top kids. And so actually, the two young girls that I had last month on the show, I met them at Larry's event last month. And so when I went to the event and I seen the one young lady, what's her name? The one whose birthday was.
Desire.
Say it again? Desire. When I seen her, now see, you guys know that I have an athletic background. And so how old is she?
Desire, she going to 8th grade.
8th grade. And when I seen her bounce the ball, I was like, oh yeah, I need to see her play. And when I tell you that young lady was on the court, like she owned it. I mean, she passing the ball. She was so selfless with it. And so, and respectful. And you typically don't see that with young kids. They ball hog and they want all the points. They disrespectful. They talking crazy. And so I was like, Larry, I need her on my show. And so Larry made the connect, and the other young lady came on.
Callie,
yeah. He made the connect for me, and they came on, and it was just a delight to talk to them. And then, with that being said, both of those young girls, I think, Nazaya told me that she didn't play for her school. She's like, I don't even play for my school. And I'm like, what? With that talent, I would have never. But again,
the reason she don't play for her school because the school don't have a basketball team. Which part, again, we need to stand up as parents and demand CPS to do better for our youth. They so more focused on high school than focus on the grammar school. My thing and my motto is this: if we want a better city, if we want our kids to do better, we got to help them while they're in grammar school for 8 years versus waiting till they get to high school. That ain't number 4 years. Because I talk to a lot of youth where their attitude is, nobody was there for me when I was in grammar school.
Wow.
But now everybody, I'm doing this, they want to be there for me in high school. And again, I say this, and I don't care who don't like it. When people get to these coaches, these parents, when your kid get to high school, it's all about money. That's why I don't mess with too many people, because they're not doing it authentically from the heart.
You're right.
They chasing the money. And when they start chasing the money, they don't give a care about the kid, nor the parent. And a lot of parents is sad, honestly. They rather put their trust in a coach than you put your own trust in God and yourself, because you the one had this baby or this young man, and you still trusting a coach, and that's dog knowledge. End of the day, but to who is me to tell you what to do with your kid? But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what's right by the kid. That's why a lot of kids respect me. They stay in my inbox on Instagram and Facebook because they know I'm doing it the right way. I put the kid before I put myself. And at the end of the day, that's how it's supposed to be. Don't wait until they get in high school. Say, oh, this Johnny good. Johnny ain't good. You thinking Johnny for the GoPro. Now you chasing the money. And it's sad, but at the end of the day, I'm going to help the kids when they get in kindergarten through 8th grade. That's 8 years. If anything go wrong with a kid, then I can fault myself and say, I ain't do something right. But what I'm doing now is right. And it ain't about me doing this, God doing it. He just using me as a vessel to make sure our kids have a safe haven and let them showcase their God-gifted talent. I don't care where they from. West side, north side, east, the south suburbs. I got teams coming from Milwaukee, Iowa, everywhere, because they see when they come to my event, this ain't no regular rec gym where we just playing ball. No, we gonna treat these kids as they're in the NBA, get their name called out, you win, you get a prize, you're the best player, you're going to get an MVP award. So that's what it's all about.
Rings and
it ain't about the money, because at the end of the day, when you're doing it right, God going to bless you dramatically. He going to make sure you straight. I don't care what you doing. As long as you do it the right way and with God, you're going to be good. That's why we're in the predicament we're in now. Politicians don't care. I'm being real. That's why everybody like, man, why you don't invite politicians to your game? They can stay where they at. I ain't got nothing to talk to y'all about. I don't care. It's the mayor, the governor, the president. We ain't got nothing to talk about because y'all all evil. Y'all just come around when y'all want to vote. And that there I'm not with. So only people I look up to is CPD because they support me cold-heartedly. The fire department support me cold-heartedly. The rest of them, keep on moving. Do what y'all been doing because I don't need you. And don't come running to my event thinking Larry finna let me talk or I'm not finna lie to these people for y'all. Only person I'm gonna stand up that also support me, Miss Stephanie Cole. Hands down. She from Inglewood. I love her. She stand with me and I stand with her.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, the rest of y'all weak senators, you weak, all y'all know who y'all is. Keep it moving. Keep playing with Satan. And then on Sunday you want to serve God. Man, make it make sense. Y'all don't care about the kids. Y'all just worry about the vote at the end of the day. So, but anyway, back to the topic at hand. I'm for the kids, the youth. All this faking and making out here with there's some activists out here too faking and making about the kids. They know who they is. They want to have church here, and then I'm doing this. Man, y'all faking it to make it out here.
And like you said, so I've met a lot of people in positions at Larry events. For instance, Kool-Aid. What's Kool-Aid position?
Kool-Aid, man. Cool black African American brother. He a Babylon chief.
Babylon chief.
I mess with my name Kool-Aid.
I met Kool-Aid through Larry, and it's funny because last week my son high school had career day at Soldier Field, and my son called and was like, "Mom, Kool-Aid here," and I was like, "Did you talk to him?" Because my son wants to be a fireman, and so I've been in communication with we call him Kool-Aid.
His name is Anthony Frazier.
Anthony Frazier. I've been in communication with him, and it's a couple fire events that my son went to programs, and he was there. And so also Larry made it possible for me to I think I took about 15 kids over to his station on the south side and gave the kids a tour, talked to them, and that was really nice. And so again, without these types of exposures, kids don't know what they want to do until people, like you said, that genuinely care about them, put them in places where they can meet people that they typically won't be able to meet on the street. Like I don't think that I would have met Kool-Aid out on the street. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to be in places where it makes sense and it's not about the dollar. And like you said, even with the coaches, we trust in these coaches, and the coaches making back deals. The coach don't care if your kid can play or not. All they know is this school said, hey, if you get this kid over here, we going to give you, the coach, top dollars. And that's why these coaches go hard and act like they care. No, them people backdooring the parents. And, most parents, especially the female parents, we don't know what's happening. Ain't nobody told us how it go. But if you look at it, that's why they got the portal. Kids drop in and out of the portal because, now they're getting paid to do it. So now think about it. The coaches know what the kid's worth. So all the coaches are going to try to pull your kid. So, keep that in mind. And the whole time, your kid with this coach, and this coach getting paid off your kid, and you struggling trying to get them to the game. So it makes sense. And then Sergeant Jermaine. At the time, Jermaine was a sergeant in Austin. What is he now?
Lieutenant Jermaine.
Now he's lieutenant. And when I first met him, he was cool. Now he's a lieutenant. And so I'm happy to say that I knew him way before he got to where he was, which, makes me feel good because, again, in these spaces, you meeting people that you typically wouldn't meet. And so, when you see people like that, that the program has to be doing something well to have these type of individuals around and want to support. So that's awesome.
There's a lot of great people out here, but don't get it twisted, y'all. You got a lot of clowns now. Be careful. I'm being real.
And like you said, you can't mix politics with sincerity. It don't mix because, of course, like you said, it's time to vote. And so now you got some of the ones that don't care. We're not saying all of them. But you got people that ain't about your business. And now they want to come around because they know his place. It's a lot of people. And so figure, if I come over here and speak at this event, perhaps these people will say, oh, yeah, I remember him and want to give me votes. And it ain't like that. So I totally agree with that. Like, if you ain't here, as they say, when we was shooting in the gym, don't come around when the lights is on now. Because you're trying to get yourself out.
They call me, talk, man, just let us come speak Go speak where you was at. Because you ain't speaking at the Who Party event. I ain't finna even lie to no parent like I support you and you with me.
Yeah.
No. You can move around. Go sell that story to somebody else on Sunday at their church that need the money.
And they actually had some kids coming from Oak Park. So imagine these kids from Oak Park coming to, the South Side, safe to say.
Inglewood Community, Arden, Gresham.
See, right. And so that don't happen. Y'all don't see that.
Even kids that never got a chance to experience a plan in the training academy got the experience to walk in the police academy to play basketball. Tell me who the first person ever made that happen in Chicago, and I'll wait. And just tell me, because it ain't never happening. And even CPD said it ain't never happened.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, when you bridging the gap, you're doing it the right way, but you got to keep God first at the end of the day. Everybody want to take God out of it and think they doing. That's why I say something wrong with you mentally, because without God, none of this is impossible. None of this possible. None of it. In the end of the day.
So, Larry, you know that people say that you mean.
I am mean. I'm being real. I got zero tolerance for BS. So people know. That's why people know it. I don't have them fights at my event. That's why I don't have nobody disrespecting at my event, because I'm not standing for it. My motto is this: you first got to love and honor and respect yourself before people gonna love and respect, honor and respect you. So when I show I love and respect myself, then people ain't got no choice. When you step in St. Sabina and I'm hosting an event, you already know what it is. All the nonsense, the negative, you keep that outside. And people already know I ain't going at gunpoint. That's why they don't be breaking their neck. Like, what you can do at somebody else's event, you ain't doing that at no Who Party event. I'm just being real with you.
And so I'm going to also say this. So I've been to a couple of Larry events where the news was there, right? And the news was trying to interview him. Y'all know what this man said? He said, no, don't interview me, interview the kids. Now who's...
I tell the media that. I say, they be like, we looking for Larry. No, I'm Larry, but I want you to go interview these kids.
Who's saying that?
Man, I don't need to. I got everybody in the city know me. Around the world know me. And talk to these kids. That's the future. That's what the people need to really see, our future. Instead of, like I told the news before, y'all quick to put these kids on news shooting and robbing. Here goes something positive. Put them on the news and let we get a different outlook of our youth. Every kid out here ain't bad.
Correct.
At the end of the day, we got a lot of great kids that's destined for greatness in Chicago. But one thing about the media, they want to outshine the bad with the good. That's dark knowledge. And people go for it. I'm not going for it. I tell them out the gate, thank you for coming to the Who Party event. Talk to the kids. I'm going to get the parents' approval. Talk to the kids. If you think I'm telling the story, y'all can Google Who Party Get Off the Court. Channel 7. Every news channel has been in my event. Every one. Same when I did the Ariana. I honor Ariana Preston every year. Just like I told her mom. My mama like, Larry, I love it. Because she's an innocent black sister. Got killed by some thirsty kids that the parents told, oh, Johnny and Mary's at home. No, Johnny and Mary out here robbing people. Make it make sense. You parents need to step up. Stop being friends with your kids and get control of them. It ain't CPD job to make sure your household right. It ain't the teacher's job to make sure your household right. It's the parents. And y'all the ones that should be at fault. They need to bring a law up to hold the parents accountable for your kids. End of the day, that's it. That's it. You want to smoke weed with them, drink with them. So how is you a parent?
Party with them?
You ain't no parent. What real parents smoke weed, pop pills, and drink with their kid? Make it make sense. Come on, man. It's sad. The city's sad. Then y'all talking about what Trump doing. Trump only doing what y'all allowed him to do. Y'all the ones voted for him. Oh, he gonna give me a stimulus check. He stimulus check y'all like trick y'all crazy. That's what y'all get. That's what y'all get, honestly.
And it's funny you saying that because I work over there by the ICE facility. And they got it blocked off 25th Street. And so it's crazy because in the beginning when they were giving out, when, these politicians was getting this money to house the immigrants, and now that the money is gone, everybody, in a panic. But remember, Trump said that, he was going to deport them back. And so I guess they thought it was a joke. And so like you said, Trump got in office and he doing what he said.
You think about all the money they gave the immigrants. What about our black kids? What about our black kids? Half of you preachers, y'all know who y'all is. I got my building for rent for the immigrants. But what about our black kids? You could have made that a youth center for them. That's why I say, y'all faking it to make it out here. That's point blank. I'm just being real, man. Y'all don't care about our youth. Every day we losing the youth to violence. Nobody say nothing. But soon as something that you think you can benefit for $1, man, God be the glory. What? Make it make sense.
You're right.
Come on, man. Y'all day coming though. End of the day, y'all playing with the youth, and you wonder why the youth don't respect y'all.
So with that being said, I, of course, want to thank CAN TV for giving me this platform to bring on Heavenly Sent People You Should Know. Thank my mother, my grandmother, all my supporters, the parents and the kids, for supporting me. And of course, last but not least, for God being ahead of my life, making it possible, giving me the vision, providing me with the resources to be able to be a continuing blessing to the kids. Anybody you want to shout out, Larry?
I just want to say, man, if y'all love the youth, do the right thing. At the end of the day, I know my man over there in Inglewood, the mayor Charles McKenzie, he's doing the best he can. But it can be better if everybody help him that lives around the community versus going against it. Our youth, man, these neighborhoods can't make it without the older people. And everybody always saying this or that. But come outside and do something about it, man. Help the youth. Say the youth. Because at the end of the day, it's going to take us to save us. Not no politician. You got to put God back in it. And that's who's going to save everybody, man. End of the day.
Again, see you guys next month. Heavenly Sent People You Should Know.